Hello everybody, I'm back again to clear up the mess I made with the Stanley number 131 on my last video. In my last video I just couldn't get this old 131 to work. She would not go into the bullnose mode. After posting my video, a very helpful subscriber sent me a link to the Ontario Antique Tools site where there was some pictures of a 131 that showed how the mechanism is supposed to go together. Imagine that, a picture! Well, before I saw that post, I went to work on my other 131 that was broken, and I did a repair. I welded the broken frog back together. It turned out pretty good considering the fact that the one side of the metal is only about a 32nd of an inch thick and a 1/16 on the other. Luckily, a couple months ago I bought some specialty wire feed wire. It's made specifically for doing cast iron, and it seemed to work really good. You also notice that I got that frog put together the way it's supposed to be. In my last video I was convinced that this is the way the frog was supposed to go, and it turns out after looking at the pictures on the website that I was dead wrong, and I don't know why I never got it in this way in the first place. So after all my struggles, it came down to something really simple. Put it together the right way. In order to do that, this is the frog that no, it's not. I thought it was a frog I welded. You got to turn it around so the flat side is facing what's actually called the adjusting yoke, which another helpful subscriber pointed out to me from the website of Patrick's Blood and Gore, which is one of my favorite sites. But once I've got it assembled the right way, you take a little more depth on there. Now it goes right straight into the adjusting yoke, and we got lots of depth adjustment. Look at that. And if all goes well, I can turn it over and do the same thing on the other side. Lots of depth adjustment, both in the bullnose and the regular mode. Problem solved. So now I take everything back I said bad about these 131s and thought even more bad about them, because it works like it's supposed to work. So with the problem solved, the only thing left to do is take these old beauties for a test drive in the bullnose mode, which I could not do in the last video. Up first is the old timer with the formerly broken frog. This blade will cut. The old timer seems to be doing exactly what she's supposed to do. This blade will cut. I'll give it a pass. Next up is the newer number 131 that kicked my butt. Let's see what it'll do. Ooh. I think this is butter. Won't plane with the savings underneath the iron. It's nice to see them actually work. Not seeing anything wrong with this one. Making shavings. It passes the test. So this test drive has ended in a far more positive note. Both planes perform just fine. And look, sitting there in the background, that's Thomas's plane that he won the other day. It's going to go in the mail today. So after many hours of trying to figure out what the problem was, I did figure it out. The problem was me. Just too bullheaded to go on the internet and look for an answer. It was right there in a picture. But what's amazing is I tried to put it together that way, and for some reason it didn't work. But here it is. The proof is in the performance. You saw it yourself, the right way to put the 131s together. So I hope you enjoyed the video more than I did. It's on to the next plane off the pile. Who knows what that's going to be? We'll find out later, because right now it's time for supper. Bye.